Bzzz, bzzz, long reach. Good morning, folks. It's 5:43 a.m. on the 8th day, 3rd month, 2023. Oh, it sure is nice to have a sleep. I enjoyed that last night. I hope you guys get some rest around these areas where these storms are, but I think you've had some rumblers tonight, quite a few. Before we go into depth here about Australia, I'm going to have a zip across the world to my house. I want to show you our radar because I caught them with their pants down. Beaming, beaming, beaming. So let's look at some of the beamings going on from the next rads in England. Bzz, getting fried, controlling the flow over the Bristol Channel. That's the Bristol Channel right there is Cardiff. This is Wales. And this is where they charge too much for Cornish pasty because you're eating it in Cornwall. Right, you guys get some volatile weather here. You've got an EMF corridor that's been set up from here to here. That's pushing most of the flow here. That's going here toward the English Channel, in toward the Londonium area. Londonium, bzz, getting frayed, St. Albans style. Wasn't there a naughty school there? St. Albans, here you go. Get it fried, UK style. Yeah, we ain't fucking around here. Well, we fry big. There ain't no playing around. It doesn't even show you what Aberforth, Wales is doing right here. Over this place here, how do you pronounce that? Aberforth, right there is harp. There's a harp device here, for sure. Count what you can actually say is a harp type array for sure. You can even they even visitors day once a year, I think. Why? Like they're going to show you anything that day. Mr. Psyops comes. Look at the big square over here. That must be where radar is. Yep. If there's a radar over there, it's fraying. It looks like you got something fraying out here. See the square? Now this is going to load a little bit more. Yeah, I go with odd times. Everybody's asleep right now. I should be able to get a good video of it. See that steady on beam from St. Albans? That's steering it in right in toward here. This is going to give London one of those days. This is one of those days if you have an electric vehicle and you ain't going to know where to charge it when it's too cold. Don't stick up the whole motorway for the rest of us that stayed with the petrol and don't want to like excessively pollute the world making batteries. All right. Two cars side by side can shut down a city. If it can't work, it runs out. It sits on a motorway. They got heaters in those? Yeah. Is your car going to go after you use it? Oh, my. So you definitely get a lot of beaming going on out here today that's going to force this weather toward my direction. And I'm over here. Yeah, looks like we have some batches coming through here today as well. You know, I'm going to get on to it. Ireland is Friarland today, folks. Nicodemus is out there. Look at it. Bzz, he's making some nasty weather over there. But they're aiming toward Britain, so they're going to, in some way, there's a little bit of joy to the Irish sending a storm across the sea. You're pinning it. Beam coming out here, pinning it, pinning the flow, making sure it comes in a certain direction. We're kind of familiar with moisture corridors, so this will be the tendril that's going to go towards Scotland. See the beaming going on here? Most likely Limerick Airport. Yeah, there's another one that you can see shooting up through here for Ireland. Yep. Yeah, they couldn't nail down a forecast. It was all over the place. I went on a page yesterday in about 3 minutes. They said, look, man, about between 1 and 2 o'clock tonight, man, the storm is starting. And, well, now the weather is sharting. And I don't have the same type of weather to go over chembams and stuff here like I would on others. All I have is this doo-doo here. Oh, the satellite here, excuse me. It's just crap. You ain't seeing out. So, without further ado, see, you ain't getting squanto. It's just dark, straight line of stiff. Yeah, always straight lines. It is very hard to determine. But you can see the formations here out to sea. This is what I'm used to showing. Center point, emanations, crazy triangles and squares with dots in the center. Typical chem bomb look. Even out here off here, big straight line with the tendrils going off this side. It's the best I can do with the data I've got. So without further ado, I'm gonna go show Oz's doo-doo. I'll get this in. We'll zip across the planet again. Wham! One of the faster routes to Oz is that direction. Depending on what time of day you leave. No, don't. I prefer this to hop from Brisbane, Los Angeles to Heathrow. You get off the plane less and you can fall asleep across the Pacific. Yeah, take advantage of the free drinks and go to sleep. So right back to Australia and the whole combination of it all. A beam has started to manipulate the moisture down from Carpentaria and shove it in. It's really flattened the top of the storm out. And I saw that here on these last few frames of Mimic. As I go back, timestamp that for you. Sorry about the jump. You'll just start to see it flatten the top here. And it's pushing it flat down. And you'll see it very evident of what it's done to the center of combination. I can't even call it a circulation anymore. I know you could spin something that's any shape. But to call it circular is to insult my intelligence and everybody else's. See the straights come down? Look at the straights, man. They're giving it the straights. This is the terms in my head that I use when I describe to myself what's going on. And that was the beginning of the feed. Very devilish number there. I go backwards, you'll see the end of the feed. And if you want to hear feed you bullshit, you could just go watch your weather from other places like the news. They don't understand what's going on. Well, you better learn to read fucking Chemtrails news, people. And EMF. So most of that shell's going to come on the low deck. All the high flow is going the other direction. They're very good at aiming that signal. I'll give them credit on that. I'd love to have the satellites they got access to show me all the action of the balloons. The old balloons. They give you balloons in a circus too, don't they? You know what a big circus is? The USA election. Here it comes. All the clowns are out. Oh, what a fantastic thing. The elephants all in the room, shitting all over the place. The clowns are all dirty. Nobody you can see the elephants in the room saying this system don't work. They're all running amok. It's a mucky system. Look at the straight line now of this storm. It went from that roundness of yesterday's radar to this great big push line of chem, hemming all that together into a straight line of storms that's going to be El Devastato. And the long reach of the radar is frying up its own demise along the corridor of wantings of our oppressors. Our oppressors are corporate bandits that are bastardizing the whole world. What a fucking shame. I'll let that load a minute. Let's see if we are running. You guys ain't expecting me. Oh, some people figured out I was hello there, Kate in Newcastle. I just did catch that out of the corner of my eye. Yeah, Nukies is down here. Well, you're one of the places here that might get a little bit of sunshine, but I think they decided to say, fuck you, have a chemtrail. You better watch out for yourself, man. You better watch out. Port Mac. Boom! Look at that crap go off here. Watch. I already hear you're stormy. Yeah, I'm informed. Information is everything. Without information, you can't make informed decisions. Well, look at that there, the bomb going off by Maury. See? I'm going backwards. I'm just taking it back through the feed. Big chem line just goes away. It's the only way you can make chem go away sometimes is to go backwards on your screen. But then sometimes you see it appear. Mowing you down. Pellets. Spreading like a machine gun. Machine gun smelly out there. Chem bombing it all up over here like a bunch of barbarians in the sky. Was they opening up a book here? Well, you need to write a new page called Freedom for the Animals. No, we don't take the sunshine away from the trees. We provide sunshine to trees. We don't go with fake suns in the sky, altering the rhythm of things on the planet. Yep. And the algorithm of the algorithms have got to stop. And we need some more Mother Nature and the rhythm of the sea and the shore and the lapping of the waves and the rhythm of the leaves, applauding the sweet smells of the spring breezes. How you doing over there, Counting Moolah? They're counting moolah over the top of you, all right. My God. Look at all these bombs here north of Charlieville and all this, and these streamers of death descending over the oceans and these poor people along the coast roads that's slated for inundations from the corporation of Australia. Your corporation. Like, if we all put our money together, could we buy Australia back? You go on the stock market, you just buy your country back. And who the hell ever put the land up for sale anyhow? Maybe the land's going to have something to say about that one day. Imagine if water and land showed up in a fight, all on its own, just gurgled underneath you. Well, they could do that now. They gurgle the hell out of too many places. They're percolating problems that they always have solutions for. They always have a little cream and sugar for the burnt coffee, don't they? Percolating problems. I think they're a bunch of percolated penis particles. Perpetuating problems. I'm sorry about that there. You know where we are now? Right, that's Harvey Bay. The whales are preaching. Blowholes. Blowing out water and air that they breathe with this in it. If you're having coughing problems, are the whales coughing? We don't always see the carcasses that lay upon the bottoms of the sea. And as they're covered with the silts from these floods, they may remain unseen until some other time, long from now, after you and I have long since left. They might say, what happened? There's people laying next to whales off the shores of New Zealand. What happened? What happened is a corporation ran amok. The agenda barons have free rein now. The reins are out of the people's hands. The horses are running to crash the pasture. The wagon on the back with the children on it is going to crash. As I look at the TO over here, it's a time for a time out on this shit. It has got to cease. Down tools, people. They rule over money. Yeah, to go without, to have it all, sometimes you have to do. And we have to go without lots of things in life to make sure they have nothing. Boom! See the ammunition point? See all the 3 dots there, 2 dots there, 2 dots there, dot, 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 dot. Connect the fucking dots, people. Your weather is on. Look at those bi-directional flow here. Look at that on the low deck, spinning in a high pressure way. How it should be up top. Microwave the hell out of you. That's evidence of your glitching going on. Ding dong, the wicked glitch ain't dead. Hi ho, the merry-o. They bomb your sky and they're laughing low. Boom, boom, the pluma makes things dead. Really. There's the flying monkeys right before your eyes. Money pox and all sorts right for your eyes. Oh, but they need another thing to look like the center. Still got like the waxing moon there. Waxing moon, boom, 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 the boom, boom, boom. Because all they're going to do is boom, 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 and a plume, plume over your butts. That's right. Twerk that shit. Circle gets a square. EMF outflow. Oh, did they trim the edge? And that's a very strategic deployment of electromagnetic frequency. Where are we at here? Near Wesley Webbit Flat. New Alice Springs is well within reach to do that. How wascally can you get? There's a storm line coming. Yeah, but it was made by man. Over these amphibians here. We got Ampulta Wata Chata Tuta Chata. Over there underneath Muhammad Ali, Karunga. Karunga! Karunga. Oh gosh, now I'm going to have that in my head. Can't wait till the kids and culture sees that one, huh? Poor Bugs Bunny. He's gonna take a harsh hit unless we put a step to this just madness of telling people what to laugh at, telling people what they got to do. Where's this freedom I was promised as a child? when the American dream turned into an American scream. You go Wall Street cloud. Look, they had a layer of cloud, and they put chem on it, and it blowed it out. Another layer's coming along. Layer on layer of filth. What a nasty cake. If this was a cake, you'd spit it out. If you bit that sky, would be bitter. The rain would be bitter. Does anybody got any litmus paper? You can get me a pH check on this rain. I just want to know pH. Don't use those ones with all this weird mineral shit in it. Just get me a piece of litmus paper. Do you check your pee with? I want to know the pH of the rain along this sweat. That's all. And get some pictures up on this poster. I'll pop a post on my wall. It's time to check the water again. So let's check this litmus paper, this mass of shit here. It's all we can do that I know of that's considered scientific to determine the pH of the rain. Right? That's all I'm trying to determine. And we'll all have debates. Hey, look, that sucker's over 8. That's a problem. Right? You in that range there, shit dice. Some things can't lay eggs in certain pHs as well. And I'll put a post up with the pH scale of what happens to animals, insects, and larvae, and algae and lichens and stuff under certain conditions. That's important, we know that. Because there's always something in nature that thrives if it's too acidy. And then when it consumes all that, something that likes more alkaline will come along. You always end up with balances back, forth, the heartbeat, boom, 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 cycles of the world. That we've been here too little time to even determine one revolution of the wheel of the, so to speak, of this history of this beautiful, beautiful entity known as Mother Earth. And you better think of her as alive. And maybe you'll stop killing her with boom, boom. Look, circle, circle, circle. See the percussion ring that blew out the cloud deck? That's a chem bomb. I call that one the flower of death. So let's give a little look at this. Right there you were. See, it's gone into a square V-shaped. Shape charges, continual deployment with a percussion ring going out. It's just, this is so you have a balloon here under no ship at sea doing that. There's not a jet plane coming by leaving that chemical trail in the sky, chemical catalyst in the skies. Sulfuric acid precursors, they say they want titanium oxides in there. They wanted, and I've shown these on documents, and at some point I'll pull that up. Actually, I'll do that right now. Why not? Siggy 111 Geoengineering Balloons Paris. So we can get it close enough. Alright. Here's the guild. This is the guild. This shows the plan. That's what I call it. All over the face of Mother Earth. This is your smoking gun that you need. You'll need to go over this document. It's going to take you a long time. Or if you're fast like me, it's still going to take you a long time. And if I go to page 13 of this Geoengineering Paris Agreement Climate Geoengineering document, this guy over here, Mr. Burns, excellent. Right? Mr. Burns wants to block the sun. Mr. Burns is a fellow. All right, this fine fellow, smart. Try saying that one fast. Right, and if you go to page 13 of this document here, you'll see the first paragraph, last sentence. How's that getting it up there for you? I'll get it up for you. Potential delivery vehicles for stratospheric sulfur dioxide injection include. Say it here. Aircraft, artillery shells, stratospheric balloons, and hoses suspended from towers. Who says a hose can't be suspended from a tower of a balloon platform? Or cooling towers. And it gives all these wonderful references here, right? And you go on down to the bottom and you find them, right? Other chemicals, you see, chemicals. I can call this chemtrail all day long. Titanium oxide to effectuate more control over the process, Earth science systems. And you'll look up these things. You'll go and you'll find these. Earth balances in physics. You'll go and find these. And most of these ones, some of them down here that I've seen that talk about if it's safe or what could happen, Pollute the planet for climate's sake. Polluting the planet. Planned since 2008. Look at the dates. Quoting stuff from 1977. Sulfur in the stratosphere oxidizes via the reaction of hydroxyl radical to sulfuric acids. Sulfuric acid gas forms together with water vapor and sulfate particles. In the presence of aerosol, sulfuric acid gas may condense into pre-existing aerosol particles onto them. All right, sulfuric acid, acid rain, making it happen, happening. You can't tell me this ain't going on. I'll call you out on bullshit, because every one of these little numbers you see here, where direct injection of sulfuric acid, alternately, may be effectuated through direct injection. Just putting sulfuric acid itself into the sky. How's that going to do the reef? Is it going to bleach it? I imagine it will. Boy, do they use stuff from the past to kill our fucking future. And this is your proof. Cloud brightening. People want to know about space-based stuff. It's all here. It's all right here. Space-based systems. They wanted 55,000 mirrors in random orbits around the planet. You ain't going to see those. They're going to aim the sun away. Here's your fucking fake suns. 55,000 of them. Tell me more about it there, numbnuts. And I quote it all here. Because some of these people ask for some really wild stuff that's being done. And I can prove these are being done. Visibly. I could show you here that this has happened. That this is happening now. It's happening right here, right now, over Australia. Here's a clearer shot. I was not going to roll this one. This is just a still. Going on right now. Fizzing out these acids. Fizzing out these chemicals. Leaving a trail in the sky. These are chemtrails. English language and logic sometimes do meet. You know. Periodic table. They use the word chemicals here in the paper. That's the chemicals. Man, they're dropping acid on Mother Earth. That's fucking wrong. You don't be putting acid in the water. These hippies always said they would go put acid in the water supply. Well, that's sulfuric acid, and it's going in all our water supply, and it's going in everything's water supply, and this must cease. Come on, you youngins out there screaming about climate change. Geoengineers have got to be stopped. This must stop. This is killing every tree you sit under. This is falling on your skin and burning you. Well, you're not getting any sunshine, but you're getting chemical burns. That's what I think about that. And I try to think logically. Otherwise, I'll tell you my imaginary myself. Hey, the wildness thinks. And I think this is a bad storm cell here, reaching out into another tendril of fucking chem, targeting the road over here that many an agenda wants new ones. And I'll have lots of equipment, and all the piles of stuff is all ready to make new bridges. And well, it's time to build a bridge back to Mother Earth and Mother Nature, get ourselves grounded again into the reality of we are very small, and the things that step on us that we step on will step on us too. Over here at Isis Ford. Well, can we afford another is? Because this is what it is here is not acceptable. We will not circle back to a topic that kills my planet. Over here at the Boom 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 Trooms, as very much a victim of the plumes. Also, some fucking greedy pirates can get the blooms. Look at that chem deployment up here in the high deck. Like they needed another cloud above a cloud. They've already blocked the sun. Yeah, this is land grab. This is causing storms. And that's very wrong. Right, give a quick look here. Look at the streamers all pointing towards the center of something. Boom, 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 boom. So something lobbed out something. Pelleted it. Pelted with pellets, and another's here. Look, 1, 2, 3. See if we can get any action on this. No, I'm just going to use the one image. I'm not going to throw off the whole feed. See that big line of shit? False sky lashes, and it wasn't even a good trim. Like they need any more clouds over the land of the long white chemtrail. Might be able to see some of Fiji up here. Stop sight in the sky. That ain't round. Here's a square. South. What do they need? One of those balls to stick those through the holes in it? A baby be out here playing. And you'll see how small you are. My goodness. The whole combination of it all. So right, I'm going to roll the, what the hell, weather plan of, just to hide targeted if coincidentals along a road line here. And later on, you copy it. They left you out on, because they've done a lot of the Rockhampton run from here to here. Yeah, a lot of that's been done already. But one big blast along the lip of some of those roads, they're going to tip the tarmac up. Even a couple inches of water running could do that. Yep, and then we'll de-lip your roads. And you'll be, oh, fuck, I'm stuck out here. Crikey. But the government's here to buy me off my land. I mean, to make me an offer that I can't refuse. I mean, you see what I mean? I'm going like, hey, man, you don't mind not stealing my family's houses here. You don't want to start a war, between the families. Because if all the families get together against that one family, I think the family going to have some problems. Capiche? Leave the gun. Take the cannolis. And it's time to meet some cannolis, isn't it? See how that line just perfectly targeted there. Perfect targeted along your road. Consistent inundation. So that's going to be an interesting day to look at some of the camera action. Yeah, man, it's just a ton. We're going right at Harvey Bay. And toward the Gympie corridor. Where the weather gets gimpitized. They'll be turning the radar on to walk that storm harder this direction. Look at it fueling up. Boy, is that some heavy totals coming. Yeah, if that stayed here for 3 hours, man, that's 6 centimeters. Oh, not too good, not too good. As we head through the weekend. Not too good. Coast rolled inundation all the way through to Coffs Harbor. And as you go to your Saturday in the parks, whammo, Brisbane. Enjoy your Saturday in the park. Saturday in the park. The lightning light of fall of the lies. Yeah, we go there 'cause we're fighting the lies. Chem bombs booming. Professional players dropping. It's not a celebration. When people are lying 6 feet on a lawn. Do. Can you hear me? See them pluming. Can you dig it? You're going to be digging other people's graves someday. Because you don't react to some things. As the inundation of the coast roll continues along till the weekend. And then you get a break. All right, everybody go home. Have some dinner. Kyle to Chem Bombardier. We need some chem out here in the ocean because there's still some fish left. Roger, owner of the fish company that grows it in a tank somewhere in a plant outside your country. They'll be growing them in fish tanks out here. Your boats around like fish tanks. Here's your fish. Oh, but it was in Australian waters. Pumping the water through there and fucking taxifying thing, all that tilapia stuff that's got just eats its own shit. Ooh, yeah, fish and shit, please. Would you like some extra shit with yours? Yeah, why not? You gotta have the toxic stuff. Yeah, so you are in for a time along your road here. And your accumulation say so, Tom. They absolutely do. Pressure-wise, I'll get to that. Crazy Paso in the 24s. Now, you gotta see this. I'll go right to the 3s. Exactly where the chem line was. Exactly where the chem bombs were laid. And then it spreads. And then the tendril heads toward New Zealand on the 10s. And I'm going to give you a long-term forecast, New Zealand, at some point. If I get a good signal later today, I haven't gone over your dynamics yet. I don't want to wind you up. But it looks like you're about to take another big hit here in about 12 to 13 days. It takes a bit for that to come over, and you're going to already have had some action. So the streams say swollen, so it's easier to kill the dreams. And the total still, again, along the shoreline here is nothing short of devastating. You ain't out of the woods, Tazzy, on your eastern sides either. Most of yours is coming soon. But the object of their erection is to have some construction erected along a road from here to here. And Gimpy, you ain't out the woods. I'm telling you, ain't. Yours is going to be on the Suddens as well. 5, 3. The nothing to something means something. So right here in about 3 days, that when that storm line comes through, it's going to dump about 10 centimeters on you. Doo! At least they ain't got you sucking the big 10-inch of water like they got up here. Here they get the fucking Aerosmith going hard. They whipped out the big 10-inch. Yes. See? Oh, 11 inches going deeper, 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 deeper. This is not good. Not good at all. How many inches did she like? None at all. It's time to dry out the geoengineering funding. It's time to say no to the Paris Agreement that wants to spray chemicals upon you to cause sulfuric acid directly injected into the atmosphere. This guy here says so. Number 57, right? This guy's document here says so. February 4th, 2010. So we will be investigating this one as well. I'd like to do a quick link on that. Let's see if we could get this. Oh, no, not that one. Tried to open it. Sometimes you go direct, it'll do it. Nah, it just comes back with the same document. All right, I'm going to have to look into that one. There's a way to do it. And it will not be so easily thwarted. An overview. Oh, again, Harvard, the Keith group. So here's this to be referenced and gone through. Because that's what we do, because we're wascally wabbits. But you're not a wascally wabbit to want information. To prove what you're saying is correct. The abstract means to cool the earth by increasing reflection. Like you ain't getting no sunburn. Injecting reflective aerosol particles, precursors, into the lower atmosphere. Such a proposed technique would not be able to substitute for mitigation of greenhouse gas. So in other words, it's not going to stop the greenhouse gases. So it's still going to accumulate underneath it. And so that they can get more laws to change that. The Earth's system consequences of solar geoengineering and to understand its potential risks. State-of-the-art knowledge. Intensity of incoming sunlight is directly induced in models. It's reduced. So they got models for reduced things. And all I see is out there is a bunch of models walking catwalks that they need to put on some weight. And I see a program they need to wait. They don't know what it's going to do. So you will go through this publication and see these other things of interest. Because this guy here is all in on it. This dude is one of doing the most evil stuff on the planet. Because he does Bill Gates' bidding. He's the laughing thing on Jabba the Hutt's shoulder. Soliciting his crumbs. And we will not be salacious crumbs. Big love. Peace.